purpose of today's lesson is to support the students in tackling the GCSE exam question, focusing on their GCSE coursework. So I will be doing some work encouraging the students to reflect on the planning and evaluation of their activity, but also to put them into the role of being BBC News reporters. So to really get them to think about how they can put that information across to the examiner in a lively and exciting way, and we'll be doing some role play surrounding that. As I say, what I'd like you to do is to pretend that you're a news reporter and you're going to be reporting on this citizenship activity. And in your pack, you should have a sheet that has got a running order, okay, which is looking at doing your copy. Okay. And what they recommend is that for each second, you would speak 3 words. Okay, if it was nice and clear and concise, you'd have 3 words per second. So what they've got here is a planning sheet. And I only want you to do 30 seconds. And I want you to think about some of those things that the examiner's going to be focusing on, the questions you might ask about your coursework, and see if you can summarise all of that really clearly and concisely. Then we're going to have a go at feeding back. Who thinks they understand what they've got to do? Do you?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you've got to do, what I'm asking you to do?
We have to write our words in here. 3 words per second.
Words for what?
Is it our coursework?
It's about your coursework. Can anyone help her out a bit?
Is it our report?
That's for a news report. So you've got to make it exciting, because otherwise people are going to be asleep. Okay? You're going to have to pick out the really important parts of your coursework, things that you've done well, the differences you've made. Okay? Everyone think they understand that? Okay. I'm going to give you until 22, okay? That is 20 minutes. Off you go. You can do it as a group, okay? And you're going to come up and you're actually going to report back to me with your microphone. Okay?
We can all do citizenship is just we are trying to. I don't know. I'm trying what people say.
Yeah, I would
And we are trying to.
We're trying to improve the image of our school.
And it's 3 words.
Oh, and of teenagers in general.
Yeah.
And Mr. White text. So,
Think about what's your news viewer going to want to hear about. Okay, so you've got to balance that between what you've actually achieved. Okay, and it's very exciting. Give me a little bit of background information about what you've done. Okay, because remember, they won't know anything, as I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to tell me a little bit about it and get me interested in what you're doing, and play up your successes. Also, how you could develop it if you have more time.
And
but think about the things that you've
better.
Yeah, the things you could improve, but also the things that you've achieved as a group, and you've done a lot of really good work. Okay, could I ask you to stop there, please? Your deadline is up. Okay, what I've asked you to do is to come up and you're going to have a 30-second broadcast. Okay, it's going to be a live broadcast. Okay, and you're going to come up. You can do it as a group. You can do it individually. Okay, it's up to you. So can I have a volunteer to start, please?
In our class citizenship class, we have really focused and worked hard to make a difference and help others. We wanted to help change the image of young people in our community while raising money for children less fortunate than ourselves in South Africa. We thought we could achieve these things by breaking a world record.
We tried to break a world record for the longest contra line. However, we didn't break the record, but we raised money for our partner school in South Africa. We had fun doing this and hope we've changed the image of young people.
Well done. How easy did you find that to get that down to 30 seconds?
Not very.
We have an extra word.
You had an extra one. Okay.
We had loads of ideas, so we had to shorten it.
Thanks, girls. Next group.